Welcome to Eventful Endeavors, secrets to crafting the perfect celebration. If you're planning an event and looking for useful tips from industry experts, you're in the right place. So get ready to take some notes and we'll dive right in. This is Eventful Endeavors.
Hello, everybody. This is Steve with Felix and Fingers Dueling Pianos. Today, we are doing a podcast and we are talking to Stacy and Natalie at Burns Bluff at High Falls. Say hello.
Good
That's you.
morning.
Hey, good morning.
I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Stacy McClendon, and I am the venue manager here at Burns Bluff.
I'm Natalie Horton, and I'm the social media manager here at Burns Bluff.
All right. Well, how was your morning so far? Anything notable? Anything happened so far? Just getting to work today?
It's been a great morning. On my drive in, a bald eagle actually flew over my car. We see eagles quite often out here, so it was a good sight to see.
Bald eagle. Very nice. All right. Well, so let's go ahead and get started. Tell me a little bit about the venue. Tell me a little bit about the background of Burns Bluff at High Falls.
Okay, we are named Burns Bluff at High Falls, and the reason for that being was this property was owned many years ago by a man named George Burns. And he was a slave. He fought in the Civil War, and he came here to Alabama and traded the gun that he fought in the war with for this very property. He and his wife and his very young daughter, Sarah, lived until him and his wife were deceased. Sarah remained here on the property. She never married. Sarah was the local midwife. And Sarah was also the one that people would ride their wagons to down here, and she fixed their wedding meal for them.
Wow.
So when this property was purchased by the Tilleries and the decision was made to put a wedding venue here, they wanted to honor the Burns family. So therefore the name became Burns Bluff Wedding Venue. And we are located in northeast Alabama, and there is a High Falls, which is a state park that's located just a couple of miles up from us, and the water comes and runs by the gorge.
Awesome. Well, you do have an amazing piece of property there, and I'm sure it's worth, a gazillion dollars. I wish I could just trade a gun for it. I think that would be, something amazing, right? How about that? Well, tell me how you got involved. You can both answer this question. How did you get involved with Burns Bluff?
I majored in events and hospitality in college, and I knew I wanted to specialize in weddings. And so after graduating, I looked for local wedding venues in North Alabama, and I absolutely fell in love with this place. The second that I drove out here, I knew that this is where I wanted to work. And I feel like I fulfill my purpose here. I get to see couples every weekend and enjoy their special day with them. And I love my job.
Awesome. That's great.
I actually live just a couple of miles from here, a couple of minutes from here, actually. And some of my family own the property that joins this. So as a child, I grew up on this property, going back and forth, riding four-wheelers, as did nearly everyone in this entire community. Come down here to see the falls. And so when the wedding venue was built, I came down here numerous times, watched it being built. So beautiful. So as soon as the opportunity came open that they needed some staff, I was the first one to sign up.
Wow. You were scoping it out before they even offered the job.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Well, tell us a little bit. What do you like about doing weddings?
I would say every weekend is different. Every couple is different. It's so much fun to see their families, their friends come in, their different themes. It's just a unique experience every weekend. And it truly is our goal to make their weekend as special as we can and to make it their dream wedding. And I think at the end of the day, it's just rewarding to see the smiles on their faces and for them to say, wow, it's been such a great day. It's just a very rewarding job. In my opinion.
Awesome. Great. Do you have anything to add to that, Stacy?
We like the slogan, "Your happily ever after begins here."
Awesome.
And we really think it does. We do everything possible to make their day their happily ever after.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, I'm looking kind of right behind you. Is this the venue? What happens right there? Is that
It, it is. This is our charn that we lovingly called a charn. It's a cross between a chapel and a barn. So
good
you
name?
can see the beauty of it outside. Lots of
Good name.
brides have their photos made out here. They go inside the charn, and there's gorgeous chandeliers hanging up there, a beautiful rock fireplace like the rocks that's in front of it. It just completely transcends and is absolutely
Awesome.
gorgeous. And Natalie, do you want to tell them about the lodge?
Sure. Yes. Behind me is the lodge, also, you might see here. So, our charn is our reception building, and the lodge, it becomes home base for the weekend. It is where you can hold your rehearsal dinner on Friday nights. It sleeps 18 guests. So, it is truly your home for the weekend for the bride and
Nice.
groom, wedding party, family, whoever they would like to stay on property with them.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful building. It also has a fireplace. It has a great back porch that overlooks the bluff. It's a beautiful building.
And who wouldn't want to stay there? Tell us a little bit more about the location there at Burns Bluff and the surroundings.
We are about 15 minutes or so away from Gunnersville State Park. So there's lots of bald eagles there. We are on a dead end road. So we're in a very secluded area. Once you get to the end of the road, people think we're never going to get there. And it's just a little small road,
Yeah.
one lane traffic pretty much. They cross a bridge and it's like a little piece of heaven on earth. It completely changes. Everyone's so excited once they arrive here.
Yeah.
We're definitely
So
off the beaten path, but once you get out here, it's breathtaking.
is there any view from the venue there? Can you see anything?
There's a beautiful, beautiful bluff view. If you check out our website, you'll see more pictures with more details. But our ceremony space, the outdoor pavilion, actually overlooks the bluff and the valley, and you can hear the water running through the valley in certain seasons. So it's
Yeah.
stunning. We have a natural breeze that blows through up here. It's breathtaking.
Oh,
High
that's awesome.
Falls has a waterfall that comes through. We have two waterfalls here on our property. They don't run
Wow.
all the time. It's kind of seasonal, but one
Right.
of them runs pretty regular. But the main one that comes from High Falls comes through and it goes into Town Creek, which flows into the Tennessee Valley River.
So two waterfalls there on the property that's different. I don't think every venue has that. I think that's
That's
amazing.
true.
Well, so you said you have an outdoor option. They could have the wedding right over there overlooking the bluff, I'm assuming, right? And then you also have indoor space as well. Is that in the Charn or there's other places for that? Yeah.
That is in the charn. There's the pavilion is right on the other side
Oh,
of the
the pavilion.
lodge, right down in front of the charn.
I
And that
see.
pavilion seats 200 people. Our charn seats 200 people. The pavilion has a big overhang on it, so it's very rare that people would get wet even when it was raining. So
Yeah.
since the pavilion has been built in 2023, no one has wanted to get married inside.
Oh, wow.
During the winter months, we bring out heaters and blankets to make our guests comfortable. And
Yeah.
during the summer months, we have large fans that are built into the roof of the pavilion, and the natural breeze makes the summer months pretty comfortable for the most part.
Awesome. That's great. And I'm hearing birds. Those are yours?
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds really great. Okay, so tell me a little bit more. You've got some other places there, some other building structures where people could stay maybe. You've got some other things there as well?
We do. Our lodge sleeps 18 people. We also have one more cabin, which is Eagle's Nest, and it will sleep 4 to 6 people. That comes with our package. So anytime you get a
Okay.
package here, you get both lodges to sleep. We also have an additional 2 cabins that are here on property. They both have amazing views as well. The Eagle's Nest does. But
Nice.
they are also rented independently by their owners for our wedding guests. And Eagle's Nest and those 2 cabins are rented as well as an Airbnb. So if you just want to come up here and spend a weekend, there's not a wedding or during the week, It's a great time to just come. It almost looks like Smoky Mountains. We're
Okay,
about
let me
30
write that down
minutes
real
from
quick.
any local city.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. Okay, so do you have any interesting stories that you'd like to tell? Anything that's happened there that would be something that people might want to hear about?
Well, recently we had a groomsman and he was the best man. And when they asked for the rings, unbeknownst to us or anyone else, you heard something go ding, 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 ding as it rolled out across the concrete to the bluff. And
Oh no.
us and the entire ceremony went. And then he pulls out the real rings and is dying laughing as he had washers in his hand. And we all ruptured
Wow.
laughter.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yes, he did.
Just to make everyone nervous? And who can you trust? Supposed to be the best man, and they're just troublemakers. Can't believe it. All right, well, that's great. And then do you ever have any of those eagles flying around while you're having these ceremonies? Is that a thing?
We do. I have seen several during rehearsal on Friday nights, just as the sun's setting, and you see a bald eagle fly, and the couple, of course, is ecstatic. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, we've seen them quite often.
Very nice. Now, I know those eagles are trained so that they won't interrupt the ceremony.
They are Burns Bluff staff members.
They
Yes.
fly in, they land just perfectly. They don't mess anything up or leave any droppings or anything. Everything just works out perfectly. So
Yes.
that's great. Well, that's good to have. Very nice extra staff animals that you've got going on here. All right. What
We do
advice?
have some ducks on property.
Ducks. Okay.
We do. We have a
ahead.
pond. Some of the groomsmen go out there and fish on wedding weekend. We have 4 ducks on property, and they're pretty much trained to ask for food.
Okay. So the ducks are trained. Okay. Okay. I got it. I understand. All right. Well, let's move into a little bit different category. What advice would you give to a bride or a couple as they're planning out their wedding?
I would say just take a deep breath. This is your special day. Let's make it everything you want it to be. It is good to have a clear budget in mind so you know everything that you want and need, and you know your budget beforehand. And just really just dig deep and think about what you want this day to be, and let's execute that. Let's make it your special day.
Awesome.
With
There
your
you go.
budget, we ask them to write down what's important to them. If they want live music, but they were so excited when they started planning their wedding and spent all their money on flowers, then they've missed the thing that was the most important to them. So we do ask them to write out, hey, what is it that's important to you? And then that's where they need to start spending their money the first.
Very good advice. Very, very good advice. So the first thing if I'm hearing you correctly, the first thing is they need to call me and I'll set up the music for them. And then after that, they can add the flowers. Okay. This is a
Yes.
great interview. You're
Yes.
it's the best
Work
interview I've ever
together.
had. Yep. It's going to be great.
You
Okay.
at Burns Bluff.
Yeah.
At Burns Bluff. Absolutely. I want to see the falls. I'm there. All right. So and we've kind of touched on this, but you might be able to elaborate a little bit. What makes Burns Bluff at High Falls so special? What sets it apart from everywhere else in the world? Ooh.
We have a tarn. Who has a
You do have a
tarn?
Who
We have
made
a
that up?
tarn.
Where did that come from?
The owner, the original owner.
That's awesome.
So we're secluded, but it's our staff. Everyone comes here and their initial thoughts are, it's absolutely gorgeous. But then by the time that they leave, they truly say, we've never had such customer service. There are 4 of us that are on staff, 5 of us that are on staff primarily. Then we have multiple staff that come in on wedding weekends. We do full setup. We do full takedown. Your family don't have to do anything. They come in and they bring their box of their personal items and photos they want. And then when they leave on Sunday, we have returned their box back to them.
Wow.
They do
Okay.
no cleanup, no decorating. We do it all.
Yeah.
Our staff,
service.
Our team members, Yes, we're constantly floating on wedding days to see if there's anything that we can do to help in any way. We're making sure the venue is up to check on everything, and then we're repurposing their flowers. We're making sure the caterers have what they need. We're emptying the trash cans. We're doing
Yeah.
all the dirty work that they don't have to do for them.
Oh, that's so
We're running our
nice.
golf cart services.
We have a decorator's closet, which is
Mm.
completely full of items for them to decorate. They don't have to purchase anything. We have candles, we have
Tablecloths,
Yes,
runners,
tablecloths.
cake stands, anything
So
they would need other than just live florals in our
yeah,
closet.
you're calling that a closet, but it sounds more like a warehouse. That sounds like a really big closet to me.
Yeah.
With all the things you just mentioned, that's a nice size closet, I think.
Yes.
We really have to
Yeah.
organize it to get everything in there that we need.
Mm,
It's
okay.
kind of turned into two closets at this point.
All right. Well, so, and either one of you can answer this or both. What does a perfect wedding day look like from your point of view?
I think they get up here and they have their breakfast, they have their coffee with that view. They're not stressed. We have a place in the lodge that is beautifully decorated for the brides. We have a place in the charn for the grooms that
Mm,
is wonderfully decorated. And we have the room upstairs in the charn for all the guys to hang out. So that way they kind of
okay.
separate. They're hanging out with their friends that day. They eat, they relax, they have their first look
Yeah.
together. We have multiple places on the property for that to occur. A place for moms to be looking from the background and not be a part of it. And then the wedding day just to go seamless. I mean, we
Yeah.
have their timeline, we have their agenda, we know what's important to them, and we just work it.
And
And
with that, I'm going to add in, we do have an in-house coordinator. So she helps the day go perfect. Like she's setting your timeline. She's making sure that everything
Mm,
is in place when it needs to be in place so that that stress never falls on the family or the bride.
awesome. Well, that sounds kind of perfect. So that was a good answer. Good job. All right. Well, are there any trends? And I don't know if you've thought about this, but any trends that you're seeing with couples for their weddings, things that, maybe, oh, this is something that maybe didn't happen years ago, but it seems to be happening more lately.
I'd say color. We're seeing a lot of color right now, and we
Okay.
love it. We have a lot of wood, we have a lot of rock and stone. So color against that just really makes it pop and makes the day beautiful. Don't
Awesome.
get me wrong, I love the classic whites and golds and greens, but a pop of color, that's a fun trend that I've been seeing.
That's great. That's awesome. All right. Yes.
also replacing flower girls with guys or grandmothers. I mean, that's becoming a little bit of a trend recently.
Really? I don't know about that one. You're seeing that a lot?
A couple of times we've had guys who come down through the aisle and dancing and singing, and
Hmm.
the ceremony erupts.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if I've seen that one. That might be a new one for me. All right. Well,
We need to find
then
another.
after so many weddings that you have done, what is something you would like to see? Is there anything you would think, oh, this would be great if this happened at a wedding?
So something that I would like to see more, a few of our couples have taken the time at the end of the night to have one last dance where their guests are lining
Mm,
up outside for the exit. They're taking that moment to have a special last final dance of the night. And I think that's super sweet and something that they'll always have and remember.
it's really nice. Or is there anything else that you would like to say to any couples that are out there looking for a place or trying to figure out how they're going to do things? I loved your advice about, picking the things that are important to you first. I think that's a great advice, really good advice in life, not just when you're getting married. So Stacy, good job. But anything else that you'd like to share?
Pick someone with experience. So you're a bride, it is your first time. You need a wedding coordinator that has done this before, someone that knows the questions,
Okay.
knows that you need napkins and forks and plates to go with a cake. So many
Mm.
times before we really had a designated coordinator, people would show up and we would have no plates. We would have no, and that makes your day a little more stressful. So when you have a really good wedding coordinator, when you have a photographer that's not figuring out how to take a picture and have a good shot, I mean, that makes a huge
Yeah.
difference. So I really recommend that you find people with experience.
Yeah, I think so often, and you're right. I think so often, maybe the bride or the groom probably is not even thinking about it, but the bride thinks,
No.
"I got this. I know what I'm doing," or her mother thinks that or something. But then there's all those, like you said, there's all those questions, there's details that they didn't know to remember. So, right? All
Mhm.
right. Well, it's been really nice talking to you. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here and look forward to coming and visit. I really, and I'm serious when I say that, I hope I get there soon. I'd like to come check that out and you can give me the tour and it'll be great. But thank you
It
so
was a
much
lot.
for what you
Yeah.
shared with us today. Really appreciate that. All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. Well, have a good day.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Eventful Endeavors, Secrets to Crafting the Perfect Celebration. We hope to have left you with some actionable ideas for your own event. If you like the show, please subscribe and definitely leave us a review. We read every comment. So until next time, happy planning and see you soon on Eventful Endeavors.